what's up, good people? Good morning to you. It is time to wake up with the good vibes right here on DBS this morning. And yes, I'm bringing you to my magical space as always right here at Island Mix. Now, talking about Island Mix, there's something else in the mix here today. And I have someone here all the way from the south. So shout out to our Vieux Fort people once again. You know, we're representing because we have the audio labs hitting very heavy. I'm sure you know, especially one of the hottest tracks I think for the summer, Nature by Sean. So if you know this song, now we're gonna go behind the scenes because we always know the faces, but let's get behind the scenes with the people who really put the music together. So I'm super excited. Of course, I think people know your Instagram handle as Island Audios, which is why I automatically assume that. But Clint, you're actually here in the north. We are so grateful and we have so much to ask you. So first of all, how are you guys doing?
Yes, I'm good. I'm doing great. It's lovely to be here.
Good stuff.
Yes.
Now listen, first of all, we starting things off right because we want people to know the name. We want to put the respect. We do know it's the IG handle, but let's talk about the name, how you even came up with that, and of course the story behind how this all began.
Okay. Well, the name Islands goes way past the music. That was way before that. I don't really want to get too much into that, but yeah, the Audio Lab is the name of my recording studio. And my name is Island, so that's how it came with Islands Audio Lab. And everyone just calls me that.
All right.
So yeah, very easy.
That's the first thing we had to kind of decipher for the people. So, you know, we want them to know the people behind the music. So let's talk about what exactly your role is and what you do down there, the magic that you create down in that lab.
Well, my main role is producer. But as far as like everything goes, like putting songs together and whatnot, we have a whole team getting it done. So when you hear a song, especially Nature, the song we have out right now, it's not just like me producing or writing or whatever. So we sit down there, we produce that together, wrote it together, recorded, and then that's how you have the masterpiece.
Nice. Now we're gonna dig into the team because I love that, you know, again, we're getting through the layers slowly, but you know, we're gonna understand everything. So before we start talking about the team, because I love that it's a group effort, so it's not just one person making the greatness happen. But let's start off with your story. Where did music begin for you? Where did this journey start?
Well, I've always been around music because my dad had a band a long time ago, and yeah, so I've always been around the whole music vibe, but it was never like at the forefront. It was never if you'd ask me like 4.5 years ago, like if I would be doing music or whatever, what would I be? It wouldn't be music at all. So I think it was when I was on my last year to Alpha, my mom bought me like a little MacBook, and a couple of my classmates, like they were into music. They played guitar, bass, want to sing and whatever, and we used to I'd bring my guitar to school because I always played guitar from the time. Yeah, so I brought my guitar to school. We'd always like jam, and then I think that's one of the main things. There's multiple things that, you know, would come together to you know, introduce me to the music, but that's where it actually, my love for it actually came. So it's every day that I was like routine. We come to class as soon as class is done. During class, we jamming at the back of the class, So from that's where like it actually grew into what it is now.
I love
so
that. I'm certain some people are learning things that they otherwise did not know about you. But it's always great to see, and especially when you see the progression. That's why I always like to find out how people started. Because sometimes, you know, we see you now and we see the great things that are coming out. And then people don't know the hard work or how long this has been in the making or the true blood, sweat, and tears going into it. So we have to get the origin stories. So this is where I want to fast track a little bit. And let's talk about the team now down at the lab, because you stressed on that. So help us understand the dynamics and all the people who come together to really make the audio labs.
That's the most important part for me.
I love that.
Is that the people who I'm surrounded with, and I'm just grateful to like have like who I have around me.
Yeah, and all that time
so
around you.
So like I said, it's me, the producer. I'm the one actually programming and like putting in the music notes and laying everything down, whatever. And then we have Sean, who's mainly the artist, the singer. He has the beautiful voice. And we have my little brother, DCM Visuals. He does like the actual visuals and putting everything together. Whatever you see on my Instagram, on Sean's Instagram, and most of the times it's DCM Visuals. So big up to him.
Yeah, but you see, and what I love the most is that you're not forgetting to mention your team, which means it gives us a little insight on how you operate. And I think, especially in something as powerful as creating music, there's so much you can do. There's so much your music can make people do as well. So just knowing that you can still recognize the key players that help you make that sort of music or create the magic that you guys are making. I think staying humble on this journey is something very important, and not all the time you find that when you meet with either artists or producers. So I love the humility that's also I can pick up right now from you too.
Yeah, man. I'd rather be surrounded with my friends in Dubai, having fun than being me alone. It wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you know what? That's what they say. It takes a team to make the dream work, right?
Definitely.
So what can we expect? And I mean, I suppose now, especially this summer and with music really hitting good, there's a lot of heavy rotation when it comes to Nature Alone, but there's other, music that you're going to be producing. So we want to know what's in store for the future, what we can look forward to.
Well, to be honest, that's the most exciting part for me.
Ooh,
because my favorite songs, the best songs like from us, they haven't been released yet.
Ooh.
At all.
All right, that's what
And my favorite song from Sean especially, oh my goodness.
That's
man.
out yet.
Awa.
Okay, St. Lucia.
Awa.
St. Lucia, you hear how they teasing us, sir? Just saying.
No, and I no, I'm serious. Like that isn't even like a tease. I mean, like the my favorite song. When that comes out, you will know. Trust you will just know.
Good. Now
But yeah, we trying to work on like a whole body of work, a project, and not just like a single. So that next time you hear from us, we come in strong, stronger than before. Yeah.
See, so it's always about leveling up. And just before we wrap up, I don't think this interview would be complete if we still didn't further get to know him a little bit more. So when you are not busy cooking up a storm in that lab, what do you do for downtime or just to kind of chill out?
Oh, I play pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
pool.
that was a fast answer.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically how I unwind and relax and focus on something that's not the music and all the hassle of everything. Although like the music is fun, that's what I love doing. So I do it all day, every day. But like when it gets, I would say it's stressful because it does sometimes, because anything that you do will become stressful at some point. Then I step back, I call one of my friends, yo, let's play pool or whatever, and then we play pool, and it's nice, relaxed. I get to just relax basically.
Yeah. And so during these times, I think it's also important that we learn and figure out our own ways to relax. And I was going to ask you, do you ever get tired of hearing music? Because, people sometimes automatically expect, well, you're in it, you're producing it, so you probably always want to be immersed in music. Yeah. But I can only imagine too, maybe your mind is always working. We might be out in a club, but you might be dissecting a song whilst I'm up in yeah. And, you're breaking it down. So is there ever a shut off period?
Well, I don't think I've gone to that point where I just want to shut it off. But I'm always, like you said, if I sit down and I hear a song from all the way over there, I would sit down and try and dissect that and listen to see how am I hearing that, or what's happening over there. But yeah, I don't think there's ever a time where I just want to shut off from music. Obviously there's a time I want to listen to music on the low, just chill and just listen to it rather than really being technical and or not, because it's good to just listen to music. So yeah, but I wouldn't say there's a time where I want to shut it off. That's not me. I don't think that'll ever be me, to be honest.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, listen, St. Lucia, you've heard it here first. This is truly an exciting journey, and I know clearly it's the beginning of even more great things to come, and the teasing. Now, also, if you want to know more, I just want you to let people know how best they can follow you right now on the social media handles, so that way they can follow the journey.
Okay, yeah. So, Islands Audio Lab everywhere. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, YouTube, so everywhere, all platforms, Islands Audio Lab, everywhere.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Now listen, St. Lucia, this is where we're going to wrap up and say goodbye. And if you still want to find out some more too, because we have another feature coming up on our Kings of the Caribbean, he is also featured. So if you want to get a little bit more up close and personal, you need to go check them out. Follow the majority. Check them out on social media, because trust me, you'll find out even more than what we discovered. All right. And as he said, the king. So listen, just go check out the music. Let's support our own. That's all it's about. It's good vibes and good music. And we'll see you next time.